If it's always wine o'clock in your world, or particularly since the pandemic started, should we be concerned? Amy Liz Harrison learned the hard way. Today, the mom of 8 who has been sober for 10 years is sharing her story. Amy, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, so you're a mom of 8, and many of us might joke, well, no wonder why you drink. But in all seriousness, the pandemic has made drinking so easy for young moms. What's your story?
So basically, I started out as a normal drinker, what one might call a normal drinker, and I could have a glass of wine here or there. And then I started realizing that as I went to those mommy play dates and started drinking mimosas there and really felt that sense of camaraderie and connection with other moms, I really started relying on alcohol more than I had originally planned, and started having it by myself during nap time. And then just it sort of progressed from there, to be honest, and started scaring me. But I didn't reach out and I didn't say anything about it because I thought it was my treat. I actually thought it was a solution for me, when really all it was leading me down a path to ultimate destruction, where sadly I ended up getting a DUI with 4 of my little kids in the car at that point in time. But of course, that was also a pivotal moment. Go ahead.
Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know that you've shared your story all over television, and it's so impactful because it's true. You know, that happens. You get together for play dates, and then before you know it, maybe you're masking an issue. And so how did you recover having those 8 children? You said your youngest is 3. How did you recover from this habit?
Well, for me, what happened, I sort of reached this watershed moment that night in jail where I knew that something had to change if I wanted my life back and my kids back. I really had no idea if I still had a marriage while I was lying in there, or if I still was going to have access to my children. And so I went to a treatment program. And I had been once before to that treatment program, but I just wasn't ready. And so when I came back that second time, I really surrendered, and I really said, okay, whatever it takes is what I'm going to do. And from that point on, it really became a life-changing experience for me. And now, as strange as this seems, it is the best thing that ever happened to me. My relationships with my kids and my husband have recovered. And, you know, that's by giving up what I thought was my solution and finding, oh, okay, there are other things out there that serve me well. I need to let go of the things that don't serve me well and serve my family well. And so then I had those extra 4 kids after that, because my husband and I stayed together. So.
Well, congratulations. You sound like you have a very healthy family now. And so I guess the question is, maybe we have friends or family members who are drinking, maybe heavily, maybe just occasionally, but a lot. How can we help them in healthy ways to move past their habit, or just support them as they start to face it?
Absolutely. It's such a good question. And really, I would say that for me, the answer was really for people to meet me where I was, to meet me where I was at, and to share with me maybe one of their own struggles that they were facing in life and one of their own challenges. You know, and then at that point, to become that person who was willing enough to make a change. I mean, I wasn't going to get there on my own. And so by people being honest with me and sharing, that would have made a big difference for me. And that's what I try and do now, is just be there for other people and ask questions that are probing, that might open doors for conversation around the topic. And also, lastly, I would add on that is that for me, a 12-step fellowship ended up working for me. It's not the case for everybody. There are many ways to recover and get sober. And so to not come at it with a one-size-fits-all mentality.
Mm-hmm. That's so well said. Well, we wish you the best of luck, and congratulations on your sobriety.
Thank you.
We just wish you the best of luck. I know that everyone is fighting a battle, and it's good to be able to say that, you know, look at people and say, you know, everybody has a battle. So I appreciate you sharing your story today.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.